I'm going to constantly switch between calling him Kai and K now, by the way. Ray is definitely the dolt in all this. She could easily connect all three of them, and they could all be working together right now. But they're not. Oh, I have to go talk to Miku. What the? Why is my thingy shaking? Oh! Out of the room! Out of the room, Ray! Get out of the— Was the teacup shaking? It's under my bed. Miku, there's something under my bed. Also, Kai K called. He's having nightmares too. We should work together.
Ray? Here.
Here you go, Ray. That picture of the woman resembles the one in the story, so I gathered some data on it. The crawling woman. Associated with disappearances and spirited aways, there was an urban legend called the woman who crawls on all fours. Really? They call it that? Usually they give it spiffier names. Like, I don't know, shorten it to all... Sorry, something beside me made noise, made me jump. All fours? I don't know. In closed dark spaces, like under the floor or in the ceiling or closet, lurks a woman that crawls out every night, cursing bitterly. That's the gist of it. Well, thanks, Miku. That was informative. Sorry. Many urban legends of this type are based in fiction, novels, etc., and real incidents. As the story spreads, images people feel are added, and it becomes all the more legendized. Legendized? Really? For example, the story The Woman Who Crawls on All Fours is said to be based on the following disaster that actually occurred years ago. 1 month after the disaster, a woman's corpse was found in a ditch, several miles from the disaster site. Evidence showed she was alive up to a few hours before she was found. It is thought to be an exaggeration, since the story became legendized. But several people who lived where the woman was found and along the route to the disaster site say they heard a knocking sound in the night. Ooh. Actually, that would be really creepy. There was another version of this story that has been passed on. The part about the woman lurking in the floor or the ceiling, seeking help every night, is the same. But in this one, the ending is that if you peer into the ceiling or floor, she will attack you. I am so glad I live in an apartment and there was an... I've mentioned this in like the first part. I used to live in a house that had an under-house part, so that crawl space that we crawl around in on occasion in these nights existed in this house I lived in. Creepy. Very, very creepy. However, to my left, and I'm not going to look right now because I'm mildly frightened, there's a very big vent opening that someone could easily be peering out of, and it freaks me out. I might take a picture of it at some point and you guys can see it. It's immediately to my left. If I turned slightly left, I could see it. Thanks. Sorry for making you go to all this trouble. I'll hold on to these for a bit. Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have some connection to that photo of the shrine carpenter. So much reading. A shrine carpenter is a carpenter who specializes in building temples and shrines. Really? Wow. I like learning. They were formerly called temple and shrine carpenters. But when Shinto and Buddhism was separated in the Meiji period in the 1860s and the anti-Buddhist movement began, temple was removed from the name and they became shrine carpenters. Amongst themselves they said building a mere house degrades one, and when they did not have a building contract, they would work in farming or the like, and with only limited site experience refined their technique and skill. They were carpenters who only served one shrine, and special techniques, methods, and ways of mystic construction were passed on to that master builder. This photograph is of the framework with the carpenters lined up and the master builders at the center. As in the picture, they wore white clothing and a court hat for the framework, raising ceremony. But in the old times, they would wear white clothes during work as well, as it was said that a carpenter must worship the gods and Buddha. While this dress expressed piety, it may have also been a way for shrine carpenters to assert their pride and skill before others. Thanks, I'll just borrow this for a bit. Here you go, eh? Blah da 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 tattoos. Oh god, 1 of 12? My throat hurts. I'm so making tea. I was going to start recording another section right after this, but I'm totally making tea. This combination of snake and holly in this tattoo is primarily found in northeastern Japan. This design is chronicled in the old northeastern Japanese folktale, Tattoo Maiden. A girl loses her lover, and before he fades from her memory completely, she takes the pain of her remaining love and imbues it in a holly tattoo. Yet the girl falls in love once more. Again, she loses her lover. She engraves a tattoo of her love into her body again. This time she engraves a divine snake so her lover's spirit will arrive safely at the place of the gods. As the girl repeats love and loss, her skin grows filled with tattoos. She cannot tolerate the pain of the tattoos, and it takes its toll on her sanity. Meanwhile, her heart is eaten by the snake engraved in her soul. This legend is widely known on the plains, but depending on the region, slight differences appear. In the mountains, the following changes can be found in the story. This is called the Tattoo Master. The girl who lost her loves goes to the mountain master to relieve her pain, to confide in her. On hearing of the girl's pains, the master engraves the snake and holly on her own body, and assumes the pain. The villagers, hearing of this, visit the master one after another to relieve their pains as well. Eventually, the master's entire body is covered with tattoos. She who took on so many pains gets trapped in sleep from the pain of the engraved tattoos, and cannot wake. Finally, she's eaten by the tattooed snake. The story is one more version, this with an even more tragic ending. It is likely a story designed to teach a lesson. The Tattoo Master 2. Electric Boogaloo. The master covered in tattoos goes as far as to tattoo holly in her eyes. Then her tattooed eyes turn to a mirror, and the pains engraved on the master are repelled back to the people who engraved them. In the end, every last person is eaten by the snake. The part about turning the mirror may come from how snakes' eyes were traditionally thought to resemble mirrors. Given the change in the story, it appears that when the Tattoo Master legend of the mountain spread to the plains, it became more fable-like. The story, which, with its priestess-like element of the master, was corrupted into a city girl's foolish love story. As far as the meaning of the snake and holly tattoo in this folktale, the holly tree represents the pain of love for the dead and pains of the heart. The snake is employed here in the divine sense, and its import seems to be tied into love and pathos for the dead that devours those, including the girl and the master. Thanks, Miku. My throat hurts. Wait, I was able to ask around at the hospital about this picture of Miss Takagawa. Yeah. The clothes these people around Miss Takagawa are wearing in the picture, they look kind of like the clothes her family and lover were wearing. They were all riding in the same plane. I see. Thanks. Miku, you've seen Yoshino.
I blanked out for a second. I'm so tired. For some reason, it feels so cold.
Turn the heat up.
Ray? What's the matter?
Miku, I was wondering if you could research this photograph for me.
I see, but...
Thanks,
Ray,
Miku.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm not even gonna bother asking why they don't question each other. At the very least, Miku questioning Ray why Ray's giving her stuff from her dreams. It's not gonna bother. I'll just wait for Kai, and Kai will clear everything up, and it'll be wonderful. Can I go to sleep? Have I actually finished the night? I'm a little uncertain now, because it's night all the time, right? I'll check it. I'll very quickly check it. You guys are going to get a little preview for the next night. I'm going to skip the cutscene, though. You guys don't get to see that till the actual night. Am I done? Loading. Still loading. Oh, we've got sound. Do we have picture? Oh! And it's black and white. Black and white is bad. Ray, get up. You're in black and white. This is very bad. Very, very bad. Oh my god. I don't want to do this night. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember from the first couple things. Like the very first one when it was black and white. I think I might have told you about why black and white is bad and why you gotta run. When things are traditionally in Fatal Frames, when everything is black and white, all the ghosts that you run into are untouchable and it's all one-hit kills. Black and white is bad. And that's what we have to look forward to. I woke up in the cage that Miku raised. I'm in some strange room. And it's black and white. Until next time, guys. See ya.